Hi everyone, let's begin mediation using Jamovi. We have already used structure question modeling, confirmatory factor analysis, exploratory factor analysis. We have already finished in my previous videos, and now today we will continue in the same series mediation using Jamovi. And same database I am going to use here in this tutorial. And let me go for this. First of all, mediation is what? And where we are going to apply mediation. So let's say environment is one of my construct and government is my another construct and behavior is my another construct and behavior is my dependent variable, environment is my independent variable, and this was also my independent variable. But I want to check this government is playing any role, government policies are playing any role in between direct concern between environment and behavior. So now this one is the direct effect in between environment to behavior, that is we will denote it by C. But environment to government, that we are going to denote it by A, and government to behavior we are going to denote it by B. And now I will tell you how we have got these numbers 0.547, 0.748, and 0.173. This is the indirect effect. But when it is not here in this study, so that is known as direct effect. So let's begin. I would share this. Let's begin. I would open Jamovi and I want to use, this one is my same file. I'm going to use SEM. And let's say this is the data set. And I'm going to, because serial number that would be at the nominal. So we will uncheck this box. Otherwise, we want to edit this. And this is continuous. We are going to select. And now we can see all data is reflecting in terms of numbers. So EC1, EC2, EC3, this is my one construct. And next one is GP1, GP2, etc. So these are my items, variables, and these are my construct, environment, government, behavior. So I'm going to use mediation over here. So for this, what you have to do, go to analyze. And in the analysis, what you have to do here is meet mod. Med stands for mediation, mod means moderator. So mediation moderation, how it will be reflecting over here, we will go there in modules, Jamovi library, and here is, we will search mediation. A moment we will write mediation, these things will open. So this one is med mod you are going to install over here, right? Because I have already installed in my Jamovi interface. So I will directly use med mod. And now moment you are going to click here, mediation moderation, and I will click here on mediation. A moment I would click here mediation. So what I will do, environment is my predictor, government is my mediator, and behavior is my dependent variable. I will go there. So this is the standard, you can say. Now this box is selected by default. And effect is, now you can see indirect is also significant, direct is also significant, and total is significant. So means we can say there is partial mediation. These are the estimates, 0.409, direct is 0.173, and total is 0.583. Now suppose similarly, when we have done bootstrap in AMOS, so we are going to conduct bootstrap also. And now you can see here, now that is processing is going on because this is the 1000 time iteration. So it will take little bit time. So moment it is going to analyze. So we can discuss about the path estimates. So we will check this box path estimates also because I would explain you what is the role of path estimates. Then we will check box this estimate plots also. We need estimate plots also. And once it will come, then I will tell you what is the role of labels and what is the role of percent mediation. Then I am going to discuss both these points, labels and percent mediation. Finally, after bootstrap 1000 samples iteration, these are my final figures. Now you can see indirect 0.409, direct 0.173, total is 0.583, and all are significant. So it means there is the partial mediation is existing, and path estimates still it is calculating, right? It will give you, I mean, environment and government. There is the estimate. Environment and government means we are talking about the direct. This one is the environment to government. That is, we are talking about A. That is estimate 0.547. Government to behavior, that is 0.478. And environment to behavior, that is 0.173. So if suppose we want to clarity, so labels, a moment I had pressed labels, now you can see indirect, how it is calculated. Labels are A into B, and direct is C, and total is C plus A into B, how it is scaled. So environment to government is A. Let me go back to my PPT. Environment to government, that is A. So let's say I'm going to writing here A, small a, and I'm writing sign is A, right? So value of A is 0.547 as per my data set. So A, value of A, you can say 0.547. That is reflecting over here. Then after that, we will go there. This is B, and let me press here B, and value of B is 0.748, right? So we will cross check in Jamovi. Value of B, government to behavior, B 0.748, and environment to behavior, that is C, so 0.173. So let me put it here, that is C. So I hope you understand from where we find out these values. C. So 0.173. That is environment to behavior, that is direct, and this is the indirect effect. Up now we come to this point, how we are going to interpret. These are the estimate plots are also here. So a moment we will press here percent mediation, and percent mediation, this is the percentage of mediation is also here. This one is A into B, indirect means A into B. So 0.547 multiplied by 0.748. That is total value is 0.409. And direct is indirect environment to behavior, that is C, the same value 0.173. This value came from this place. But total is how we are going to calculate C. C means direct 0.173 plus A into B plus 0.409. And finally, you will get this value 0.583. And this is the percentage mediation. I will explain you this thing also. Estimates plots, through estimate plots, you can see indirect. This is the indirect mediation. This is the direct mediation. And this one is the total. It is reflecting total. Now you can see here, yellow line C plus A into B, gray line that is only direct C, and this is indirect A into B. So now percentage mediation, if we will talk about 70.8, 29.8, and this is the 100%. But some statisticians are saying if this value is greater than 80, then we would say there is full mediation. And if this is the value in between 20 to 80, there is, we can say, partial mediation. And this value is less than 20, then we can say there is no mediation. So there are some arguments are here. In classic mediation literature like Barron and Canny, 1986, that is 1986, here is mediation was mainly described in terms of full versus partial mediation based on significance and size of path. but not by strict percentages that they did not define 80% or 20% threshold. But when we come to further thresholds for interpreting the proportion of mediation, like example greater than 80% full mediation, 20 to 80% that is partial mediation, and less than 20% means we are saying no mediation, are based on researcher judgment and are not strictly defined in classic mediation literature as per Barron and Gani, and there is the Bridges and Kelly. So I hope you can understand how we have to run mediation in Jamovi and how we can interpret this mediation. I hope this video would be helpful to you. Stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you.